Getting a new pair of shoes in prison is a huge deal. It's equivalent to getting a brand new car out here. So usually they have two pair of shoes on commissary that you can buy. One is the nicer pair. It's more expensive, probably around $80. And then they just have a real basic, kind of a cheaper pair that you can buy. And man, I used to hear inmates on the phone talking to families saying, I really need those shoes, man. You got to send me some money for some new shoes. But here's the reason that shoes were important to me, because I walked for probably 10 miles a day. You're walking all the time on the compound, because on a federal compound, you're going from the chow hall to your unit, to the rec yard, to your job. That just alone is a lot of walking. But me also, I did walking because I mentally needed to walk. So I would go outside and meditate and walk and walk and walk. I walked through a lot of my pain and PTSD in prison. So I remember, like, the way that people take care of their shoes, they scrub them with the toothbrush. Some people every single night, and then they'll sit them out. And I remember one girl, when I got to prison, she was a runner, and she pulled me into her room and she said, I want to show you something. And she had like 3 pair of brand new shoes in her locker. She had a 10-year prison sentence too. So whenever a really good pair of shoes came, she would buy 2 pair, one for later and one for now. Like, it's a huge deal to have a good pair of shoes. And the other thing is that you would pass everything down. Like, when I remember in my shoes, I was always so happy when I could get like miles and miles out of my shoes. I would wear the bottoms right off, but then I would pass them on to somebody else that needed them, especially somebody new that came in. Because when you come in, they give you some prison boots. They're like steel-toed boots, and they're the worst kind. They're so uncomfortable. You can buy nice steel-toed boots on commissary, but that's like $100, so they're expensive. But if you're working in where you need to be in steel-toe boots, I worked in the library and down at the rec yard, so I could wear tennis shoes. But if you have to wear your steel-toe boots to work, then you want to buy the expensive ones. And then they give you a pair of flip-flops that you can use for shower shoes. But right away, you're going to want to get slides, because you live in your slides in the unit. You're going to want to get some good tennis shoes, or some good hand-me-down tennis shoes. But getting a new pair where your feet mold to the shoes. I remember when I came home and I had my tennis shoes from prison with me, and I thought, I'm never giving these up. But it only took me about a month before I was done wearing those prison shoes when I got out.